Good morning, America. This is your old friend, Dr. Turi, and today I have something quite exciting to talk about. First, the title of this newsletter is Private Astronomers Spot Unprecedented Flash in Our Galaxy's Black Hole. To me, as you all know, the stars are a little bit more than dead rocks hanging out there for the sake of beauty. And anytime you have a cosmic phenomenon, which is part of my keywords in Quatrain today, it's always a very serious cosmic warning. So I can only hope you're going to pay attention. You're going to read the newsletter after you watch this video. And most of all, share my warning, because today, August 14 is the first date that I gave to Carrie Cassidy on Camelo, Project Camelo YouTube video that we did a few days ago. And a lot of people are going to say, well, what happened? Nothing happened. Well, usually these are the young soul, as I call them, who don't read, don't investigate, and can dance on my head. They will never, ever assimilate, grasp, or use my cosmic wisdom. So, now that you understand who I've got to put up with so much stupidity and ignorance, still wonder where do I get the strength to keep educating you. But I do that because, again, I never throw the baby with the water, or the water with the baby, whatever it is. And a lot of superhumans are here watching me today. So first thing, very interesting, I'm going to be tonight with my good friend Joe Montaldo, UFO Undercover, United Public Radio podcast. And of course, what's interesting, I was on the show during the same type of energy a few weeks ago, a few months ago, I can't recall. And I wrote a newsletter, what to expect from the super blood wolf moon eclipse predictions. And of course, that's where I predict something like a 6-9 earthquake, something like that. If you have time, or if you're curious enough, click on the link. It's alive, and read and realize that life is a constant process of change, and everything comes back. That's all it is. So it's funny to have to be on a show with Joe again on the same type of cosmic weird wind. All right, so a good announcement. It is confirmed. That's it. I'm going to be part of the Spiritual Awakening series. I'm going to meet my good friend Tom. My good friend Tom. He is George Norrie, Coast to Coast producer. Dan Heiser has been a friend of mine forever. We've spent a good time in places together. Good memories with my good friend. So it will happen on Wednesday, September 25th, from 7 to 9. Perfect timing for what I'm going to do out there at the United Church, 637 South Victoria Boulevard in Burbank, California. Obviously, if I'm going to go there, it's safe for you to go there. All right? Keep that in mind. All right. So this is the Spiritual Awakening series. Basically, this is an exciting new series that is producing and is designed to showcase gifted spiritual masters who can help you enhance your inborn power, heal your body, mind, and soul, enlighten you on what it means to be human, and reach a higher level of cosmic consciousness. Now, if you want to know more, you got to join us, okay? And then again, what I will talk is God, cosmic divinity, universal consciousness. Learn to harness the creative forces of your subconscious and fulfill your destiny. You're going to learn what your soul's purpose is all about, and uncover the values of all your past lives. Learn what your stars have installed for you in 2020. I will cover every single sign of the zodiac, of course. I have to be objective. Learn how to respect specific universal laws that are based upon your own sun sign. Learn how to use the formidable power of your natal divinity. Learn all about God, cosmic design, and Jesus' immaculate cosmic ministry. learn about certain groups of extraterrestrials and their particular agenda, something that many of you are aware of, but a lot of people do not understand the agenda of some of those good and bad extraterrestrials. And then you're going to learn all about the essence of all the planets that extraterrestrials, the draconics for that matter, have assembled together to create our solar system. So that's going to be a very, very interesting show, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to prove that Draco is real. I'm going to put the audience, after the introduction, of course, in a very light trance, and that's where you're going to use your own power. Remember, I cannot fix you. Okay, I cannot heal you, but you can by using the same power that I use that helped me to beat cancer. And at 70 years old, to look a bit younger than my age, without spending millions of dollars on cosmic stuff that I can afford. So there is a lot of things that I'm going to teach you, a lot of secrets that I'm going to divulge. So here you have Tom's email, you have a telephone number. All you got to do is just read the information and join us. And believe me, this is something that you're going to take with you home, and believe me, it's going to sell very fast. Okay, so get going. All right, now. Again, today we are the 14th, which is an important date for me, okay? Because that was the first date, as I mentioned earlier, that I offer on Carrie's Cassidy project, Camino Project TV show. So basically, what it is that you can expect, well, when you have an unprecedented flash in our galaxy, black holes, that is a very, very serious omen of things are to come. But remember, the scientific community can only see to the end of their nose. They can only use their rational, five-limited human sense. They cannot enter the archetypal realm of supracosmic consciousness. They have lost the spirit. They're rational, they're traditional, they're scientists, let alone dedicating with an extraterrestrial named Draco, which allowed me to make all those predictions. So it is a very, very, very interesting few days ahead of us, which is going to be loaded with shocking news, surprises, or things that are totally unusual. Pretty much like I mentioned earlier, Jesus, news that are totally mind-boggling, that does not happen every day. Like Mike Tyson, for example, spending $30,000 a month on pot. Do you think that is everyday news? No, it is not. It is during my windows. So the beauty of working with me again is to understand how Nostradamus used to practice the stars in the 16th century. Didn't have a watch, didn't have a computer. So he used objectivity, symbolism, intuition. He used his natal UCI, which was obviously very, very advanced and loaded with a progressive Neptune that allowed him to tap into the superconscious naturally. Incidentally, Edgar Casey, Madame Blavatsky, Nostradamus share the same dragon. It's not an accident. All right. So, all the astronomers were shocked when they saw these flashes going through our galaxy. What it is, okay, well, they're going to give you their rational explanation. Is this, is that, or maybe they don't know. They're going to scratch their very educated heads, and at the end, they won't know. What it is, as incredible as it may sound, is just nothing else than what you call a recharge into our solar system induced by the draconics, because the general energy on this planet is going, oh, everybody's depressed, humanity is losing it. So it's like giving you a surge of electricity, for the lack of word. That's what I can channel and explain what Draco tells me. So I have to make sense, but it has to make sense to me, because the complexity involved in this type of cosmic event is absolutely mind-boggling. So take it as an upsurge of electricity to help humanity to survive all this tremendous negativity, because the reptilians are winning the battle. And then there's also too much negativity, too much death, too much drama, too much mess that really mess up the human psyche. So the psychical welfare of humanity is at risks when they start to work this way, so to speak. So I do not expect, you know, the educated, the rational, the agnostic, the atheists, or the religious lunatics to assimilate, understand, even accept my theory. But that's what Drake was telling me. You deal with it. What else do we have? Another thing, groundbreaking earthquakes catalog may have just solved a seismic mystery. You must be joking. unless the scientific community start to dig into the cosmic codes to solve the cosmos, there is no way they're going to be able to be to giving you either a timing, perfect timing as far as I'm concerned, or a location as far as large earthquakes are concerned. Okay, so be ready. For decades, scientists have searched for clues that would signal an impending earthquakes. Teams have analyzed electromagnetic activity, weather pattern, and more, only to scratch them off the list as potential harbingers of rocky destruction. The only possible precursor that stood out were, for a shock, the tiny tremblers that can occur before a larger event in lab experiments. Foreshocks have been observed leading to almost all simulated earthquakes. Sorry, my French. But this pattern has been missing in real earthquakes data. Vexing seismologists, a word I like to use, vexing the educated idiots who have spent all their life doing the same thing and expect a different result. What a bunch of idiots. I can't help it. I'm so sorry. I mean, these are not my words. These are Tesla words. If you want to understand the universe, you better have a different type of thought. So, I am a channel for the scientific community, and a lot of these guys are checking my work. Oh, he said it's going to be an earthquake around 14. Is it going to be an earthquake? Oh, it's going to be an earthquake, all right. We just started. So the energy is already progressing. That's why you have earthquakes that are start to build, and then we're going to explain explore that later on. All right, so let's see what we have here. The very word of Paul Caruso, that was back in 2016. Okay, I'm going to read that for you. It's way too early to tell, say Paul Caruso, a geophysicist with the U.S. Geological Survey. It's one day after the Ecuador earthquake and 2 days after the Japanese earthquake. So no real research has been done on these quakes as far as they've been connected, he says, during those days. Well, guess what? That was his words in 2016, my friend. And since then, very large fortunes have been wasted in research like the one I just mentioned above, okay? Then I wrote a newsletter in response to Mr. Paul Caruso. It's called USGS, the Ecuador and Japan earthquakes are not related, okay? But like this article, it would never be taken seriously by the scientific community. So again, it's a matter of wanting to educate yourself. So there is a cleansing type of thing. A lot of people will click on the video, and when they start to see that, oh my God, I have to do some work, I have to read. Not interesting. I might as well go and see a fat girl stuffing herself with burger over there. It's funny. That's what you're dealing with. Nowadays, that's the type of video that gets viral. I just don't get it, but that's how it is. All right. So I also put a link. Check my one-way discussion with USGS in California, where I give very, very specific date, weeks ahead of time. You just investigate. All right. Now let's see. As far as those earthquakes are concerned, the energy. August 14 is today, okay? Now, this energy is going to last until the next window, okay? So the next window, maybe 3, 4, 5 days, and it's going to melt into the other one, and I put another windows, we put another quatrain and the keywords that are associated with this quatrain. So currently, this SOS to the world is now in motion, and the seismic activity, if you look and keep a close eye to the earthquake activity, is coming up. We had a 5.9 in Taiwan. When that energy is coming up, we had a 5.5 in Mexico, and I'm expecting another one the next few days. So you check, okay? You check, and we go from there. So don't say that nothing happened, okay? Because I don't predict only earthquakes. As you know, the keywords I mentioned: explosion, shocking news. I give you an example with Tyson spending 30K a month to get high. If that is not reptilian poison, I don't know what is reptilian poison. Anyway, so how we are. So let's see the type of news again tonight. UFO undercover. Don't miss it. I don't know what I'm going to come up with, but it's going to be interesting. So let's see. Let's discuss some of those news. The keywords. So I give you also not only the 14th, but I give also carry the 26th. That's pretty far in the future, where the same type of energy will come back. So I will keep all those together, so I help you to understand without overloading your mind. All I'm trying to tell you is that those news do not happen by accident, and the stars create a different type of news, and we are into the crazy, shocking type of news. So things that people do not expect. Pretty much like me last night. I was just sleeping. I was sleeping and watching TV, and then I got that email from Tom, my good friend Tom, telling me, okay, here is the banner, you can use it. So I mean, that energy involves astrology, UFO. So what do you expect? The timing is perfect. And Tom didn't do it rationally, he did it subconsciously, because everything is already preset, something you don't know. Come to that lecture, you're gonna learn a few things, believe me. All right, so let's see where we have. I think it's impossible to really deny direct channeling if you really, really pay attention. In the news, were you planning on storming Area 51? This festival is for you. Okay, so that comes in the news. It's on CNN, and the keywords today mention UFOs. Okay, so we are into the energy where the extraterrestrial need that uranic energy in order to transcend on this dense physical world. They cannot just come here when they feel like. They have to use some energies, okay? So it's the time for you, if you want to go out there, to get your video, because that's where they're going to see the manifestation of extraterrestrial. Hopefully it's a good one. That depends if you are one of the positive or negative cosmic vibrism, of course. So be cautious. You need to know a few things before you're looking for extraterrestrials. Some of you are looking for you every single second of your life, and these are not the good ones. So UFO, we talk about that. Probe sends back image from its orbit of the sun. Again, we're talking about cosmic space news in NASA. It's on the news again. Anytime you have cosmic news, well, you have NASA coming up with something involving the sun, the moon, or black holes. It's all falling in place. So it's mathematics. Astronomers spot unprecedented flash in our galaxy. That's part of the cosmic space news I discussed earlier. And that is a very serious message. That's an omen, pretty much like a falling star. If you see a falling star, something shocking is about to happen. Preparing you for something extraordinary. And yesterday, anything stupid that's not normal, it's a preparation for something. You have to learn to listen to the omens, even if your bee bites your ass. Don't think, oh shit, just no, there's something coming up. That's a little message. Be ready for something interesting, good or bad, all depending again of your cosmic biorhythm. All right, may God have so much to teach you. Okay, now Cusinelli rewrites Statue of Liberty poem to make case for limiting immigration. Again, the keywords mentioned France. I think the Statue of Liberty, you have to be a moron not to know that Statue of Liberty was built and brought here by the French in order to thank you guys for a lot of your children that died for our freedom against Nazi Germany. So France, mysterious death mask of Napoleon up for sale at surprising price. Again, surprise, shocking, original. And then France, do you think Napoleon was French? Yeah, he led a whole lot of French people to die trying to invade Russia. France, keywords. Massive dinosaur bone found in France, again. And again, he was a kid, and the word children is mentioned. This kid discovered that. No, it's another one. Here it is. 12-year-old snags a mammoth discovery on vacation. The keyword is there. Discovery. Children. Do you think it's every day that a kid is going to make such a discovery? And it's always about the very old or the very new during those windows. You're going to read things extraordinarily old that they're going to take out of the ground, or something very, very new. Now you're going to see you're going to see things involving the future, pictures taken by technology, looking at the sun, or, a light going through black holes. Okay, daycare center fire kills 4 sibling and homeowner child. The word fire is mentioned, children, and it's shocking. No, I don't elaborate on the news, because if I had to elaborate on all the news, I spend all day reading this mess. I just use the title. If you're interested, the links are live. Look at it. But most of all, do not miss the forest. Looking at the trees. Excuse me. Has a message in there too. I'll let you discover what I mean. Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to say here, focus on the keywords in my message. Okay, all right. Some people have been indoctrinated and poisoned by so many talking heads who have no cosmic consciousness. Will tell you, wow, he's channeling the devil, he's channeling negativities. You can see these people are really, really, really under the control of the reptilians, because they generate fear. As soon as you generate fear, even insecurity, it's a form of poisoning, mental poisoning. That's unhealthy. You need to be part of the solution, get rid of those entities, start to aim for the forces of light, the sun, the draconis. Okay, let's move on. We have here Tuesday, August 13, Volcanic Ash Advisory Center, Tokyo, again, Japan. Tokyo, I think Tokyo is in Japan, yes. Oh yeah, like Paris is in Italy. Oh yeah. See, this is what I'm dealing with. People don't even know what the city and the countries are. So anyway, Tokyo is in Japan, and Japan had a volcano, and the keywords mention Japan volcano. Got it? Simple. All right, move on. Stunning image of rare volcanic lightning captured by German photographer. It was a scary moment. Again, it is the sudden release of energy that produce lightning. And the other day I was watching the TV show, and this guy was saying, how come some people get hit by lightning 2 or 3 times? And the scientists are there. It's because the UCI of this person is loaded with a planet called Uranus that attracts electricity and extraterrestrials. In my case, I'm loaded with these planets. That's why I was born in February with a stellium in Aquarius. So I can only be weird. I attract weird. I attract also the incredible. And remember, incredible experiences with incredible people that have incredible wisdom to share. It's all within the realm of the stars, because you're a child of the universe, and there's no accident for you to be here. There's a reason for you to be here. You're part of a humongous design, and that's what I'm going to teach and explain in my event in LA. What else do we have? Trump mocks Chris Cuomo after Fredo meltdown goes viral. I'll tell you what, my French and half Sicilian, in France or Italy, you'll die. You'll die for calling somebody Fredo. It's pretty much like using the N-word to a black person. It's not good. Those people who are infected, trying to hit him in public, leave him alone. He's doing his job. Okay. The point is, Cuomo is not educated. He's a Leo. Okay, we have a full moon. Full moon is in Aquarius on his 7th house, which is facing the public, and there it goes. It's already preset. If he had cosmic consciousness, he would know, oh, full moon on my 7th house, the public's going to be a jerk with me. I might lose my life. I might fire God knows what. And everything is happening. He's rich. He's famous. He's Mr. Cuomo. He's on national TV everywhere, but he doesn't have any cosmic consciousness. Dr. Turi has. So, hey, maybe you understand what happened with Chris Cuomo. I like the guy, by the way. Okay, anything, the keywords are shocking in television. I think it has something to do with television, yes? One of the best guys on CNN. It doesn't mean I watch only CNN for all the Trump supporter. I also watch Fox. I watch both sides. Statues state sued to block EPA coal power plant emission rollback. That's definitely the draconians interacting with the mind of those lawmakers, trying to stop this damage. So much damage being done to wildlife, to nature. And that's due to your president born with the tail of the dragon in Sagittarius that ruled the wide open space. It doesn't rule only foreigners, foreign land, education, pets, but also rules nature. And this tail is just messing up everything that so many wise men before him knew how important it was to keep some part of the United States pristine and natural for the wildlife. He doesn't care. All he wants is this: more money, more power. Or as long as his base support him, who cares if the world goes to hell? And what about the children of the children of the children? 40 years, if we're lucky. If we're lucky. All right, now, one of my cosmic coder, Peter, is always there. He's a nice old guy. He's old, he cannot go places. And he's just regenerating, learning, through my work. And he says, Dr. Turi, your SOS to the world deadly window has come true again. He was referring to the ex-convict killed a California police officer. That's pretty shocking. And by the same token, the number of NYPD officers suicide this year has risen to 8. It's crazy. My God. Again, all I could tell you is all the police executive are responsible for all this suicide, responsible for all the cops dying, responsible for cops killing people, because they do not allow me to reach the police department and educate them on the deadly plutonic window. Technology is there, the information is there, the fact is there, but it's me to know and them to find out. And then as soon as they hear the word astrology, oh my gosh, with a lack of word, they don't know I'm a very different scientist. All they think is a psychic. And then immediately I'm associated, I'm lumped with psychics, and forget about all that happened to me. I'm not good enough to talk on UFO conference. I'm not good enough to help you or to help the police to stop all this suicide nightmare. That's terrible. I feel bad sometimes, but this is like, remember, the reptilians will always put their stick on my wheels. That's how it is. And I've learned to accept it and slowly but surely wait until the cosmic wind comes into my side or my favor. All right. So, yeah, this ex-convict was full of drugs, and that he was liberated, put it in the streets and see the results. There are people that are born killer with a very strong Scorpio. These people, you cannot fix them. They're already poisoned. It's just a matter of time before they snap, like this kid who killed a bunch of people, even his sister and his friends. It's just the stars there. You see how he's poisoned. He's naturally very weak, very vulnerable. Nobody's there to educate those kids. And that goes with Adam Lanza. That goes with every single of these mass killers victimized because of the system being set in a way that people like me are not allowed to teach. 70 years of my own crazy life, offered even for free if I have to the police especially, or to the first responders, to the people that are dealing with life and death on a daily basis, so that they can go back home instead of going back home and swallowing a bullet because life is too heavy and they don't understand their endless depression. And their psychologists and psychiatrists are loading them with chemical, making the situation much worse. Jesus, have mercy. Video show police clash with protesters at Hong Kong airport. I mean, do you know what the word humanitarianism means? That's it. It's in there. So during those windows, you're going to see the masses trying to fight for their freedom, for the sake of humanity. Humanitarianism is the word that is chosen in my selection of words. What the airport shutdown means for business and the economy. Again, I think everything happened in an airport. Yes. Did you read the word airport? Aeronautics. There you go. Norwegian Air ending flight between US and Ireland. This is why. It tells you why, rationally, physically, who cares? That's rational. But the word aeronautics, airport, is there. Why do they choose to do that now during this window? It's the divine. That's what I'm trying to make you aware of. No accident. There is different wind, different energy that produce different news. All right, item worth 500,000 reported stolen from rental car at ESPN Cruise. Oh, does ESPN Cruise mean technology, television? And is that shocking? How come it happened now? There you go. It's amazing, all these people on television that I see every day. Absolutely no cosmic consciousness, talking heads, trying to figure out what the hell's going on with themselves or the world or their family. It's such a bad situation for these people, being constantly bombarded with negativity. Whoa, 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 whoa. I pray for them, for their peace of mind. One of the most important news that took place is, of course, is the radiation level at Russian test site. It spiked up to 16 times above normal after the explosion. Did you read the word explosion? Did you read the word nukes? Or you say, well, that was before that window. While he was doing that Russia death secret wake-up call. It melting now into the shocking news. We're finally putting is, bringing to the light is nasty endeavors with nukes. Freaking infected. Russia warns Google against election interference. Oh, you know how it feels now. Okay, so that's technology. I mean, that's Google. Google, I think, is technology. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm trying to tell you. Now, do you think the Americans are stupid? You think they cannot do to them what they do to us? So get a little test of what you did to us and see how it feels. Maybe you're going to stop. That's the new war game. Sketches hidden underneath Leonardo da Vinci painting revealed after 500 years. The very old, the very new. Remember? Discovery. The keywords are there. Archaeologists find evidence of Babylonian conquest in Jerusalem told in the Bible. Again, discovery, the very old. Watch Owl smash hidden camera. Okay, that one is like that other bird who was Persian, a post that's going to be viral. At least the word technology is mentioned. People are going to go and click on that one. Oh, yeah, I want to watch the whole smashing a hidden camera. Oh, yeah. What are you going to get? Wow. What else? Actress Avengers Endgame appearance was a surprise to her. Did you read the word surprise? Why is that on the news today? Surprise. Sometimes there's no way to elaborate, to explain an energy, but that's how it is. F-35 preps for weapon upgrade by dropping new bombs. Here you go. That's definitely the reptilians been stimulating the mind of all those scientists, poisoning, scare very intelligent people that develop new weaponry so we can kill more people. Don't you think this money should be put somewhere else? Fear reigns supreme. The reptilians reign supreme upon earth. You got to use the same psychical tools, weaponry to destroy those entities infesting our solar system, particularly our local solar system. Okay, cable cars crash into the ground. That's pretty shocking. You want to take a trip on one of these cars, and the cable just bam. That happens every day. Oh yes, it happens every day. That's pretty shocking, though. Oh, gotta be careful. So I would suggest you, before you go anywhere, to make sure you know where the moon is in the belt of the zodiac, if she's waxing or waning, and then secondly, make sure that you know what sign she is. Check on my SOS to the world, and most importantly, your 2019 or 20 personal biorhythm, because if they're negative, you're going to be in that. You're going to be on the cable car, and you're going to crash. Wrong time, wrong place. Woman breaks up with toxic boyfriend who demanded that she follow 12 strict rules. Well, at least I'm asking you to follow 12 specific signs of the zodiac. The rules are also there, but I don't think these loser, these infected bastards, strict rules for that matter, were close or remotely involving the divine or the 12 sign of the zodiac, or the 12, the essence of the 12 apostle or Jesus' cosmic ministry. I don't think so. Jesus, imagine type of what woman, some women are taking and don't say nothing. Pretty shocking. when you see things like that. Arizona authorities searching for endangered woman who was chased, forced into a truck by a man. Okay, again, she escaped with her life or not, I don't know. I don't want to read the junk, but what I'm telling you is that she definitely was under a shocking window, and then she escaped. I hope for her. That all depend on her as well as to the world, on her cosmic bio, than positive or negative. Again, being at the right time at the right place, or the wrong time at the wrong place. People are stealing old town road sign. People, what would they do just to make a few buck? Well, these signs, are reflecting somebody famous, whatever it is. It's shocking to behave this way, but people have to do what they have to do to survive, or try to make some money, because maybe they don't have enough money to invest in their education. Like my own government did for 6 months. They spent a few $1,000s on my butt, came out of that college. They took care of me, my ass, my clothes, my food, my bed. Okay, 6 months later, I was a productive French man. But I left France and I came here and I made $60 on the US base in San Diego in Pearl Harbor, instead of joining again and selling drugs. Okay. Talk about socialism. You guys have such a wrong idea what socialism is all about. If it's taking care of your education or your children for free, I think it's worse. So this way, this kid doesn't join a gang, okay, or he doesn't kill himself, take too much drugs and get a AK-47 and kill everybody. Jesus. Am I the only one who think this way? I don't think so. All right. What else do we have? Ambassador's climate change comment just not true. Again, this is one of the Trump supporters refuse completely to pay attention to the scientific community. Remember, I might bash sometimes the scientific community for their stupidity, doing the same thing and expecting different results. But without the scientists' phenomenal advancement, would it be technology or anything else, I wouldn't be alive today. I had cancer, okay, and they fixed me. So science has a lot to offer humanity. Okay. And science is marvelous, it's beautiful, as long as you sign a little robot and don't abuse vulnerable, gullible kids that one day they're going to go on Mars, everything is fine. Okay. It's a long story. You know how I feel about that. Okay. Epstein's, okay, cell was not monitored the night of his apparent suicide. The same old story. You can write my feeling about that. It's definitely an order imposed by the mob, but the rich mob, the one that lives in mansions, the one that control your life, the one who are, messing up with kids. And then by this, I'm not saying, killing the children for specific black magic, whatever, they are just using kids for sex. That's where it started and that's where it stopped. Because, so that's how it is. But some people have too much imagination. So I'm asking you to really, really pay attention to the difference between divine cosmic information and pure imagination. A lot of you have been indoctrinated by so many powerful, well-known speakers out there who have absolutely no cosmic consciousness. Many of them never seen a UFO. And some of them took all my work, all my life to reinvent themselves with. That's it. Not going to say anything else. I've talked about it in previous video if you're interested. I just remember in 2013, I wrote a quatrain and I put the face of Hitler. Sad enough. That's a long time ago, 2013. My legacy of fire, death, and drama will return upon earth. The quatrain is simple, and I'm elaborate a little bit more on it. German, Viking, skin alike. Well, that's Trump. Black and white, red blood. That's the U.S. world population. The U.S. and the world population. Fire, war, violence, passion rules. That's all the terrorist attacks. All these racist lunatic out there that will kill more people. It's not going to stop. God, nowhere to stop fire. That was the California fire. Hitler, evil spirit reborn. That's the reptilian agenda. To bring somebody who has a legacy from Germany. And we all know who has legacy from Germany. And again, I'm asking you not to think I'm against Trump. I don't care if you support him. I don't care if you like him. My work is all about spirituality and cosmic awareness. And I'm not just judging the world through my 5 limited senses. Okay, I'm entering the archetypal realm of supracosmic consciousness, and that's something that not everybody can do. It's like trying to dance or sing like Michael Jackson. I've got my gift. I've got my curse. So are you. I found mine. Okay, try to understand me and use it instead of assuming anything, or let immediately politic in the rational world and your skepticism, your insecurity, your fear, misjudging me as a freaking egocentric. Then if you do that, then we're going to make some progress. Until then, my friend, one more time, I have those UFOs conferences coming up. Today is the last day. So to save $700, go read part of the deal here, what you got to do to save $700 if you join me. Tomorrow this will be gone, so it's your last chance. So now it's time for you that you have heard me to click on that link, because I got those who are visual or assimilate the information real fast. Now, if you're audible or if you're visual, you will assimilate in a different way, much slower. So that's why reading is important. So click on that link, it's alive, okay, my friend, and read the rest of the story. And then see you soon again. Make it a beautiful day. Bye-bye.